Let's go. Retention Mafia, it's been 110 days. Forget we in the building. We built this thing from the ground up. It's mash mode, baby, and I'm out here getting it for real. Retention Mafia, I am a made man. No free attention. No free attention. None. N-U-N exclamation point. And that's my wife included. Pornhub hates me. OnlyFans, X videos, X hamster. They all hate me because I am a thirst trap's worst nightmare. YPG Betancourt, baby, put some respect on my motherfucking name. Yeah. Gentlemen, just say no. It is not that serious. Just say no. I was introduced to this young man by the name of Lord Mosey. One of my officers is a fan of his, and he was distraught one day when I came to work, and he just came to me and said, "Yeah, now I see what you be talking about." I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, man, my man, he might be facing life." I was like, "For what?" And he explained to me that he caught a rape charge. And all I can say is that in this situation, he's wrong. He's wrong. You can't complain to the referees. You have to learn the rules. It's a dirty game. Now, I can't really get into the specifics because all I know is what I'm being told. But at the end of the day, in a situation like this, you need to know that when it comes to alcohol and females, it's best for you to just exit stage left. Gentlemen, I've seen it time after time after time after time again. People make it seem as though this Me Too shit just started. No, it's been like this. It's been like this. I learned a long time ago that when it came to a situation between a woman and a man, her word was going to be taken at face value. You cannot involve yourself in a situation like this, man. Oh man, I've been to too many frat parties. I've been to too many, parties in the Bergs with little Bergs rats and Bergs bunnies for me to say, hey, you know what? I'm good. Because all a woman has to do is wake up and say, I don't remember nothing. And it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap. Again, I'm not sitting here blaming the system and absolving this man of where he went wrong, because where he went wrong was proceeding with the act anyway. Because from what was being said, it's alleged that the young lady, she went there with the intentions of letting this man get some cut, and she ended up falling asleep, I guess. You see what I'm saying? And him and his man proceeded to do what they came to do. But once again, all a woman has to do is say she felt uncomfortable. All a woman has to do is say, you see what I'm saying, she don't remember, she need to give consent. Consent is fluid. In 2021, gentlemen, consent is fluid. Sexual consent is fluid. It's to the point now where y'all better bring the cameras out and start taping bitches. That's how serious it is. Because all a woman has to do is say, oh, she changed her mind after the fact. It's not that serious, gentlemen. It's not that serious. This man had a promising career. Not to mention that even if, let's say his charges are dropped, right? Let's say that, the charges are dropped, he was found not guilty. He's still going to be guilty in the court of public opinion. He's going to lose endorsements. He's going to lose all this money because in the heat of the moment, he made an irrational decision. I'm not trying to shame the man or I'm just saying this is a big brother to little brother talk. I have a criminal record, but one thing you won't see There's no rape charge, no sexual assaults, none of that bullshit. That's because I always knew that there was. I just knew that it wasn't a good look. I knew that it wasn't a good look. I've been across. I've seen situations where, where men's careers were destroyed off of mere allegations. Why? Because they engage, you see what I'm saying, they engaged in liaisons with certain women and got involved in some messy shit. Gentlemen, it's not that serious. It is not that serious. It is not that serious. Me doing this semen retention, not only from a spiritual aspect, but from a mental toughness aspect, because a lot of men are controlled by their lust. The majority of men are controlled by their lust. They're ruled, they're slaves to a little bit of feel good. I was at one time. So that's how I know. But that's not the case anymore. That's why I'm telling y'all it's a better way. It's a better way. It's not that serious. This young man has left. Man, I can only imagine, because when I was paying my lawyer fees, man, it was easily 5 figures. You see what I'm saying? Trying to beat the case and go on a trial and doing all this other shit. It was easily 5 figures. And this, you gotta think about it. He had a warrant for his arrest. He skipped the court date. Oh man. I pray that this young man has a wake-up call. I pray that, whatever the situation is, it comes to light and justice is served. I believe in due process. But again, this all could have been avoided had he thought long term. This all could have been avoided had he thought rationally. I don't blame the young lady at all. I don't look at it like, oh man, that's fucked up. She could, no, he went wrong. You see what I'm saying? He fucked up the minute he decided to fuck this girl. I told you once alcohol, man, I stopped dealing with girls when they was drunk. I stopped. Or I made sure that somebody else was around, or a few other people was around. I've been doing that for years, man. At least a decade. At least a decade. Because you will not get the benefit of the doubt. Gentlemen, you have to use art of war tactics. Look at the climate that we are in. We live in a society that is anti-male. They are waiting for the opportunity to hang you. They are waiting for it and unapologetic about it. Don't give them ammunition to shoot you in the back. The content that I make is to challenge men. It's to encourage men to be better. You see what I'm saying? We don't shame women here. The only thing I do, I believe in giving women a choice. But they can't have it both ways. So if they want to do what they want to do, cool, so be it. But there's a price that you have to pay for that. Gentlemen, please, stop giving these people ammunition to shoot you in the back. There's a better way. There's a better way. I see it time and time again. Every time I turn on the news or I hear a story about some dude getting involved with a female, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. I'm good. That's why I started this whole semen retention, man. That's why I started this whole semen retention. I rendered the power of the pussy useless. That joint holds no sway over me. That joint holds no sway over me. Like if you think about it, right? When you look at these elite men, these men of influence, pussy is on the bottom of the totem pole. You see what I'm saying? Because they're too busy. They're too busy, you see what I'm saying, building their empire. And they know that women are nothing but spoils of war. So, oh man, I pray that all the evidence comes to light and justice is served. But gentlemen, as I said before, all of this could have been avoided had this young man thought long term, had he thought rationally. Learn by his example. It's not that serious. Whenever alcohol is involved with a female, they're not going to give you the benefit of doubt. You see what I'm saying? Be smart about it. Just say no.